Welcome back to the Scilife Academy. It's time for another training session. In previous lessons of ISO 19011-2018 series, you learned how to manage an audit program. In this lesson, you will learn how to prepare and conduct a specific audit. Let's get started. There are three elements in audit management: planning, conducting, and reporting. Planning is the initial step of the audit. The standard states that the extent, sequence, and specific activities will depend on the context of the auditee and the objectives of the audit. The audit team leader is responsible for conducting the audit based on the PDCA approach: plan, do, check, act. Have a look at the next slide to see an overview of the steps of the audit process. The audit team lead is responsible for contacting the auditee. In the initial conversation, the audit team lead should discuss the communication channels with the auditee and the client. The lead should also communicate the basis for the authority and purpose to perform the audit. After that, the lead should determine the objectives, requirements, criteria, methods, and scope with the auditee, including the audit team member. The next step is to obtain permission from the auditee to access relevant information for planning, conducting, and reporting the audit. The lead should also review the applicable statutory and regulatory requirements relevant to the audit. Then, the lead should negotiate the disclosure and the treatment of confidential information with the auditee for the following reason. The first major reason is to maintain trust and cooperation to ensure smooth conduct of the audit and to effectively communicate audit results. Secondly, it is important to respect the auditee's right to protect sensitive or confidential information, and it helps to create a positive audit environment. Thirdly, it ensures that the audit is comprehensive and provides valuable insights for the auditee. And lastly, to comply with one of the 7 principles of ISO auditing, which is confidentiality. Confidentiality includes integrity, fair presentation, due professional care, independence, evidence-based approach, and risk-based approach. The next step is determining the timing and scope of the audit with the auditee. The audit should include all areas relevant to the audit objectives and should be conducted in a timely manner. After, it's important to consider if there are any safety or health restrictions to specific areas. The following step is discussing the attendance of technical experts or audit experts with the auditee and ensure their access to secure locations. Subsequently, the lead should discuss any areas of interest or concerns related to the audit with the auditee. As a final step, the lead should negotiate and resolve any conflicting issues regarding the audit team's components. In auditing, feasibility means whether you can achieve the audit objectives with reasonable confidence. In order to make this determination, adequate and appropriate information must be available. The auditee must cooperate appropriately, and there must be sufficient time and resources for the audit. The lead must consider these factors when deciding if the audit should be conducted. If the audit is found to be feasible, the lead should then begin the planning process. That's all. Thank you for attending this course. I hope you found it useful and that it has met your learning expectations. See you in other courses at the Academy as you continue your educational journey with Scilife.